Hey everyone, I am back with another delicious recipe. Today we are taking two classics, Rajma Chawal and Arancini, and bringing them together in the most indulgent way possible. Imagine crispy golden balls of Rajma Chawal fried to perfection sitting on a bed of luxurious buttery spiced Makhani gravy. I mean, what is not to love? Let us start with that rich silky Makhani base. First, in a hot pan, add a spoonful of ghee for that earthy warmth and then a little bit of butter. Why both, you may ask? Well, the ghee brings in the depth and that quintessential restaurant style flavor, while the butter brings in that signature creamy depth we all love in a good makhni. Now, as the butter melts, in goes some cumin seeds and just a pinch of hing. Let them sizzle and bloom because this moment right here is where the magic begins. And now for the aromatics, we are adding a green cardamom, a small piece of cinnamon, cloves, black peppercorn, a dried red chillie, and a bay leaf. Along with ratanjot, that is a natural colorant used for centuries to give gravies that signature deep red color. Stir everything for a few seconds and let those oils extract. Next, add in some chopped garlic, onions, and tomatoes, the holy trinity of Indian cooking. Let's cook this for about 3 to 4 minutes. We want the onions to soften, the tomatoes to break down, and everything to start mingling together. Each spice here has a role to play, and together they build the foundation of the gravy that feels royal. Once this is all sizzling, in goes a good spoonful of ginger garlic paste. It is now time to add in all the dry spices. I'm going in with some turmeric, red chili powder for a gentle heat, coriander powder, and of course salt. Let's give this all a good stir. And now, to help all of this cook down without burning, I'm adding a splash of water. This not only balances the spices but also gives us that nice gravy-like consistency we are working towards. In goes some soaked cashews, and trust me, this is the step that takes your gravy from good to gourmet. Cashews add that natural creaminess and that subtle sweetness that balances the bowl spices beautifully. And now, we're adding in some green chilies and some fresh coriander stems. The stems are packed with flavor and add such a freshness to this gravy. I am sure your kitchen is already smelling divine. Now, let us add a good dollop of tomato paste. This is what gives our gravy that bold tang and that deep restaurant style color. Now simmer the stove to low-medium, put the lid on and let everything cook undisturbed for about 10 to 12 minutes. And just look at that! Rich, bold, and oh so fragrant. This is the kind of gravy that makes people ask for seconds, maybe even thirds. Before we blend this, let us remove all of those whole spices. We don't want to bite into them. Then, let the gravy cool down just a bit before blending it into a smooth, silky consistency. Trust the process. This right here is where restaurant quality texture lives. Alright, so our makhani gravy base is ready. Just look at that texture. I'm just going to add in some crushed fenugreek leaves, give it all a good mix, and it is ready. To make the rice balls, start with some fragrant cooked basmati rice and then toss in some finely chopped onions and fresh coriander for a little color and texture. Now let's add some boiled and mashed rajma or kidney beans for that hearty texture, and a spoonful of sattu flour, that is basically roasted gram flour, your secret binding hero. Season with some salt, red chili flakes and oregano, a dash of garam masala and a sprinkle of chaat masala for that unbeatable street style zing. Now mix it all up until everything is perfectly combined. Now what is arancini without that gooey, melty cheese moment? I am using a vegetarian-friendly option here, classic Amul cheese, which you can easily find at most Indian grocery stores. Grate one cube straight into the mixture and give it all a good mix so every bite gets that cheesy goodness. And here I've cut up some extra cubes to stuff inside each of those arancinis. Take equal portions of the rice mixture into your palm, give it a gentle roll, and then make a little crater in the center. Now gently tuck one of the cheese cubes, carefully seal the top with your fingers, and then roll the rice ball in between your palms in a circular motion to get that perfectly round golden ready shape. Repeat the same process with all of the remaining rice balls and set them aside once they are done. Let us now get that crispy layer sorted because texture is everything. I am starting off with some corn flour in a bowl. Add a pinch of salt and a hint of chili powder for that subtle kick. Then slowly pour in some room temperature water while stirring until you get a smooth flowing slurry. Almost like a pancake batter consistency but lighter. And for the crunchy coating, I am going with panko breadcrumbs for that ultra crispy finish, but honestly, any breadcrumbs you have on hand will do the trick. Dip each of the rice ball into the corn flour slurry, making sure it's coated evenly on all sides. Then, roll it in the panko and gently press or toss to get full coverage. This step is where the crunch is born, so don't rush it. Repeat the same process for all your rice balls and set them aside. They're almost ready for their golden moment. Now heat some oil in a heavy bottom pan or karhai. Make sure it's nice and hot before you begin frying. You know it's ready when a tiny drop of the slurry sizzles and rises on the top instantly. Gently lower the rice balls into the hot oil one at a time, being careful not to overcrowd the pan. Fry them on medium heat, turning occasionally until they're beautifully golden and crisp on all sides. Alright, it is finally time for the moment of truth we have all been waiting for. Let us plate up this beautiful creation. Start by pouring some rich velvety makhani gravy into your favorite serving dish. Then gently place the Rajma Chawal Arancini right in the center. Top it off with a spoonful of fresh cucumber salad for that crunchy, refreshing contrast. Finish it off with a delicate sprinkle of dried curry leaf dust for an aromatic punch, and just look at that. Crispy on the outside, perfectly cooked through and bursting with flavor, this isn't just fusion, it is a whole experience. So do give this recipe a try and let me know how you like it. Don't forget to like, follow and subscribe for more such fusion recipes and Desi Kitchen magic. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.